I almost died today. I don't even know where to start. It's crazy. Basically, I know some of you guys know what I do during the day, but I drive around and I clean people's pools. So I'm just driving around doing my thing, and um, I just was minding my own business, eyes on the road, doing my usual route, and there is a churn that is sort of like it's one of those curved churns that has like trees and stuff on the left side. So if I'm turning left, but on that left side there's a bunch of trees, and those trees cover pretty much everything. Like you can't see the cars coming in on the other side, which is honestly kind of dangerous, but whatever. Just keep, stay in your lane. It's not that hard. Just stay in your lane. And yeah, I was just in my lane, and someone else was driving around the other corner in a split second. They were no time to think, really. Like there's not really much you can really think about when you're right there. And they swung around and they were right in. I just remember vividly seeing their car being completely on top of the middle line, because it's a two-way street. So cars are going, that way. She was completely in the middle of this line and heading towards me, basically. And I just thought, I didn't really think. I didn't really think. I remember saying, like, literally, like, if I would have died, my last words would have been, oh shit. And just moving out of the way. It's crazy how it happened. But yeah, I can laugh about it now. It happened literally today, but it was just like so quick. It was so quick. So there wasn't really much time at all to think. I just saw them come out and they're right there. And it's like my body just churned and my truck went, off the road, obviously. And I'm very glad this wasn't anywhere else dangerous. Luckily, the side of the road was just grass and a ditch. So I ended up just going into that grass ditch area, and like, I bounced pretty hard in there. It was definitely, the truck got stuck in the ditch. So there's a lot of mud down there. So there's a little bit of mud, holding the truck. And man, I'm just grateful to be alive. It's crazy how it happened. I'm trying to like recollect this and word it the best I can, but it's really weird to think like I sort of needed this wake up call in a way where I needed to be like thrown in death's way for a second. Um, and I'm not even trying to make it sound dramatic. Like just when you're head on collision in front of someone, and they're going, 25 to 30 miles an hour, and you're going about the same, and you can feel that force, and you just see them, and you can see their face as you're going right at them. I've never had that happen before, and that was like, it just didn't process, and my body was the only thing to move in that split second. And, I think I was in control, but I have to wonder if like there's something outside of me that's like watching over me, or like my angels are just like heavily, they're working overtime today. It was just crazy how it worked. Like I don't know, man. It was wild. So, I go off road, go into the ditch, and I just sit there, staring. Because, like, once that happens, it happens so quick. You're like, bump, 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 boom. And, 2 seconds later, you're just sitting there staring at a ditch. Like, you're in the car, but you're like, I shouldn't be in here. Like, you're trying to process everything that's happening. So, looking around in the ditch, like, I shouldn't be in here. I'm shaking a little bit because, that could have been really bad. And, just trying to breathe. That was the first thing I did, was like just try to breathe, and just I took the time to be patient and sit there for a second rather than just get out of the car. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm in the ditch. I can't drive off. I can't back up. I did try to reverse immediately, sort of. I was like, all right, here we go. I put it in reverse and tried to, and it just didn't budge. And I was like, all right, put it in park. And then luckily the lady, she came over and she was really nice. The lady, we'll call her Cindy, and cool of her to stop. You know, I've seen people not stop before, and that's a horrible thing to do. For a second, I thought she was going to drive off. Like, it looked like she did, but I turned around and she was, like, right there. And she got out and came right to my window. And I kind of just popped the door open. She's like, are you okay? Are you hurt? I was like, no, I'm good. Just a little shaky. And you would think my natural reaction would be, like, to get mad or angry at her or something like that. And I just wasn't. I wasn't mad. I was just happy, like, my limbs were all connected to my body. I was happy I was still alive. What more can you ask for? Like, I was literally, like, coming out of the truck as if I was being born again into the world. Like, that sounds so dramatic, but hear me out. Like, it definitely gave me a new gratitude where I was like, man, I'm just grateful to be alive. And I was in shock. I couldn't say all this when I got out of the truck, obviously. I was silent. And the funny thing is, immediately when I got out of the truck, I was just like, I turned around, looked at the truck, took a look around to see the damages, and there wasn't really any damages. It was just kind of covered in mud on the bottom, and it was stuck in there. I'll show the picture here. And, yeah, I was just kind of like trying to figure out how to get out of there. I immediately was like, I don't remember what she was asking me at first, but she was really concerned and worried, obviously. And I was just like, let's see, do we have any wood? Do you know anyone that has a big truck or something? We gotta get this thing out of here. And I was already trying to, like, get it out. So, that, and then I was like, well, I got a customer down the street, you know, that I do his pool for. He's right down the street. He's got a truck. I could talk to him. And, you know, while we're waiting on any other resources, I can get to work on the pool. And she's like, wow, you're just like, go, go, go. And I was like, yeah. And then I took a second to realize, I was like, I'm probably in shock right now, because I'm over here trying to get my supplies to go clean someone's pool and just get back on the road nonchalantly. And I was like, dude, I need to take a second here to, like, realize what's happening. But in my mind, my natural instinct was to just move on with my day and keep going, since I wasn't hurt. I'm like, well, I'm not hurt. Let's just get going and see if we can get this truck out. And Cindy was doing her best to help. She had a, I think she had called her brother who had a truck and was trying to get that situated, but he lived 45 minutes away. And I was like, I'm not waiting here for 45 minutes. I was like, why don't we just go down the road to my customer? I clean his pool. He's got a truck there. We could figure it out. So we go down there, and then I start talking to him, and it's actually his neighbor. He was so cool. We'll call him Leonardo da Vinci, because that's what he wanted to be called. That was his nickname. He was awesome. We started talking and asking him, I was like, hey, do you got like a cable to pull us out of the ditch? He's like, oh, the truck that's down there, I saw that. I was like, do you have something like to pull us out? And he just like looks down, pulls out like one of those like hooks, one of these hook things to like hitch up on the back. And I was like, dude, this guy's like excited to pull me out here. So I was like, all right, this is awesome. He can do it. So we did it. So we just spun around, went right back to the scene, and he told me where to hook everything up. Got it hooked up and pulled it out within like 5 or 10 minutes. Now, this guy was awesome. He looked like he was like excited to pull it out. And he's like, oh, I'm so used to pulling this stuff out of the mud. Like I go four-wheeling all the time. I'm used to this. I know how to do this. I got you, man. And I was like, all right. And I appreciate his confidence, because I have no clue. I've never had to pull a truck out of a ditch. So that was a first for me. Very eventful. So we get there, we hook the cables up, and he kind of tells me what to do, because his leg was bad or something. So this guy was limping, and he was just instructing me what to do and how to tie everything on. And I was like, it's pretty simple, but like, I was thinking, if I mess up, bro, this thing's gonna snap. It's not gonna go good. So once he gets in his truck, tells me what to do. Once I get in mine, I put it in neutral. And then Cindy does, she's still there helping out. She stands in the middle and just kind of communicates between us on like what to do, because I can't hear this guy. He's far down. It was a long cable that he had, so it was a little bit of a ways. I could not hear what he was saying, but yes, he pulled me out. Very thankful for him. Very nice guy. So once we got the truck out, everything was good. And then I got to clean that pool, and I got to talk to that guy again. I got to talk to Leonardo da Vinci. Thank you so much, Leonardo. And I just looked at him and I was like, hey man, thanks so much again. I really appreciate it. And he's like, oh man, it's no problem. I know God put me on this earth to help people. And I was like, man, for sure, man. I feel so blessed and just so grateful. Like, I can say it into the mic right now, and I can do my best to explain it to you guys, like how there's stuff happening behind the scenes, and I got spared with the second chance today. I can say that over and over into the microphone, but I don't think everyone's gonna fully understand it until they, experience something like that for themselves, where it's like, I really feel grateful for another chance in a way. Like, it could have been over real quick. Like, I had no time to think, nothing. Like, I could have been gone, man. Because I would have been head on. And yeah, it could have been it could have hurt. That's what I told Cindy. I was like, ooh, I'm just glad I pulled out of the way, because if I didn't, that would have really hurt, man. Like that, I don't know. Anything could have happened. The truck didn't even get damaged. I walked out unscathed. It's nuts to think about that. I'm still kind of like, I don't want to say I'm in shock, but today, like when I came home, I ate some food and I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, I didn't even get a bruise or anything. I'm just very grateful. I'm grateful for whatever's out there watching over me, and I definitely needed that sign for sure. Like, it was much needed. So I hope this video helps someone, because like I don't really do videos like these at all. I really don't. But I hope this video helps in some way for someone that's looking for a sign, or just looking, like sometimes I've been there, when you're looking for something outside of this lifetime, like what comes after death, or what might be out there, just pointing towards that. I don't think this was a coincidence at all, and I don't think it was a matter of luck either. Like, it just felt too real. And the other funny thing is too, to top it off at the end of this, Cindy was like, can I get you a cold water or something for the road? I was like, sure, I'll take a water. I ended up meeting her at the next customer's pool, and she comes out. Now, the day before, I really like sparkling water, okay? I really like sparkling water. Something about it, just the bubbliness. The day before, I literally got a black can of Liquid Death. If I'm at the gas station and I see Liquid Death, I'm probably going to get it, or some other kind of sparkling water, whatever the case, whatever's there. So I got that. Today, she comes over here offering some ice water. I was like, nice. And then I don't think anything of it. I start working on the pool, and then she comes back and she walks up to me with a black can of Liquid Death. And I was like, dude, what the hell? She's like, I don't know if you like sparkling water, but this is all I have. I was like, dude, I just had that drink yesterday, and I love that stuff. That's so funny. I was like, the universe is crazy, man. And, yeah, so we kind of said our goodbyes there. She knew she messed up. She knew what she did, and I didn't really have to say much to her regarding that. And I still wasn't really mad at her. It was just kind of like, whoops, it happens. I'm not going to act like I'm a perfect driver, but I do pay attention to the road. I don't want to crash into anyone, so I will say that. But she knew she messed up, and it was obvious that she was trying to help in every way she can. So I was already appreciative of that. So we both, sat there and talked, and I was like, look, we both got a second chance today. Like, crazy enough, like, we both got a second chance, because she was really apologizing for it. I was like, look, we both could have been really hurt or gone. We both got another chance at this, so I'm just very grateful for that, and grateful like nothing happened really. It's all good. It's all good. I'm not gonna get mad about that. Like, it would just make them feel bad, and it would make me feel bad, because I'm like, why am I getting angry to be given a chance again? It just doesn't make sense. Like, when I was able to like realize that I was okay, I was like, holy shit, like that was really close, man. It was really close. If I didn't turn that wheel, man, if I did not turn it, it was very close. If I did not turn it, I would have been smacking into head-on collision. I don't know what would happen after that. So, to be faced with death that close, crazy. It's very crazy. But I did get a liquid death out of it. Yeah, thanks for listening. Thought I'd share this. I hope it helps someone that is, looking for some kind of hope, or I don't know. Maybe the story will help someone in some way to not give up on whatever it is that you're pursuing. Maybe it'll help me, because I don't want to forget something like this, forget the gratitude that I have right now. I want to remember it so that I stay in that gratitude and stay humble and always. And if that can help in any way for anyone else to know that, like, life is short and it can be gone in an instant without any warning. So, like, make the most of, like, what you have right now. And it sounds so cliche. But make the most of every moment. You have the choice to be happy. You have the choice to make things better for yourself. You always do. Your mind controls everything. Anywho. Much love. Thank you.